Give us an idea of sort of what Direct has brought to AT&T and the power of addressable advertising, what the merger means for the industry, and what that means for you guys and also for marketers and for consumers in terms of getting specific ads delivered on a household level.
Yeah. So, the whole value proposition behind addressability is it eliminates the waste. If you get your target right, it eliminates the waste commonly associated with television. So, we've been in the market for 3.5 years with an addressable product. It started to scale about 3 years ago after we went through our testing period with our first case study. It was an automotive campaign, had 28% sales lift. The return on ad spend was 14-1. We blinded that case study and went out to the marketplace with it. Since then, significant adoption in many different categories, automotive being our largest. All but 3 are using the product on an ongoing basis. But even categories like CPG that we didn't think would be a big category in the beginning of launching addressable are deep into the product now. It provides a lot of value because it can cut out the waste and you can prove out ROI in the back end. When we first launched the product, we ran to sales lift because, hey, the first time in TV, you can track the lineage between TV exposure and sales lift. But what we learned from our clients over the last couple of years is there's a lot of products that are more of a considered purchase. It's not like you're going to wake up one day and buy a BMW. That window of being in market is weeks, but the window of being in the consideration set is months. So I bring that up because over the last couple of years, we pivoted to not only provide back-end metrics on sales lift against your true target, but also to widen it to show lift on did we get folks that are your relevant target to go to your website to get more information about the product, through our third-party data partners that have geo capabilities. Did they go to an actual car dealership? That's the middle of the funnel. From the top of the funnel, we've done a lot of brand health studies on a pre and post basis to prove out the health of the brand. We've even done creative testing. Advertisers have come to us with a target and said, look, we have 3 or 4 different pieces of creative. We don't know which ones to use. We want to see which is going to have the biggest impact. We'd like to use your addressable platform as a testing bed against those creative executions. So this addressable product has come a long way. We're well beyond the testing period. For certain categories like automotive, it's ongoing. They're always in front of their most relevant customers. And in other categories like finance, it's the fastest growing category for us with addressability, probably 50% adoption, and more clients to come.
And JB, let me ask you about pricing. How does that work? I assume there's a premium for this kind of result, so how does that market dynamic work in a way that might be different from your normal TV ad sale?
Yeah, so the baseline on the pricing is they'll say, okay, the client will say, this is my cable pricing. They have probably a history of cable CPM, spending dollars in that particular category for years. And then they'll say, okay, here's my true target. Take automotive. At any given time, only 3% of the population is in market for a vehicle. So it's 97% waste if you examine it that way. And so, we will we'll take their historical cable CPM, figure out the waste factor, and create an eCPM, an effective CPM, and then we price it somewhere in between where their historical cable pricing is and where the effective CPM comes out once you factor in the waste.